Come to me!
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome back to Versus Gaming, a gaming show where we talk about the latest gaming news and review smash hit titles. Like always, I'm your host, Jean-Luque Zephir. Glad to be here. Just a quick side note, my Yakuza 6 The Song of Life review will contain spoilers, so this means that I will be discussing the game as if both of us have already played it. Great, now that disclaimer is out of the way, let's get down to business.
It's no question that I and many others love fighting games. But I can honestly say these new character reveals are too much for one fan to handle, Namco. Soul Calibur 6 is currently the reigning champion of character reveals, because the news has been so constant. Not that I mind though, Namco, carry on. I love waking up in the morning and seeing new characters being added to the roster. If you're a fan of the Soul Calibur franchise, then you probably noticed some familiar fan favorites who popped up recently. One of them is actually my second favorite character in Soul Calibur, Maxi.
Surf's gonna get rough! I'm gonna ride the waves! Come fight me anytime. I'll be waiting.
The Kunoichi Ninja Warrior Taki is another one who popped up, and she isn't alone. Siegfried and Zasalamel have also graced fans with their presence. The most exciting reveals happen when guest characters get announced. For Soul Calibur 6, Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series is making his debut, and I cannot wait until we get an official release date for Soul Calibur 6. We're not done yet. Dragon Ball FighterZ wasn't going to let Soul Calibur take up all of the spotlight. Coming right in from the Dragon Ball Super anime, we have the omnipotent self-proclaimed god himself, Fused Zamasu, and the challenger, the one and only Vegito. One Piece World Seeker should give anime fans another reason to be excited, because this new One Piece title is looking like a day one buy for those who swear by One Piece. Lastly, before we get into my review for Yakuza 6 The Song of Life, I have one trailer that I just have to show all of you, which is for a game that's an instant pre-order for me personally. If you love the anime My Hero Academia, then get hyped.
悪いが負けねえ。どうなっても知らねえぞ。
引くなんて選択肢ないから。
俺は挑戦し続ける。
覚悟はいいかしら。
どぎもぶち抜いたら。
常に科学上達ですわ。攻めるのみ。
いてつけ。
連撃でつなぐ。浮かしてく。そこだ。やー。この勢いで思いっきりはじっけろ。8じゃ済まねえぜ。俺の道にいたのが悪い。
戦うんだレシプロ。
私も挑戦する。
俺はクソ強え。
キロ今できる最善を。
逃げ場はねえぞ。
全力でかかってこ
い。来てみろ偽物ども。粛清対象だ。
邪魔はお前だろ。生徒には手を出すな。
正義とやらがどれだけ脆弱かを暴いてやろう。
貴様の未来は私が砕く。
This time for the review, I'm going to be playing Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. Now, if you don't play a lot of Japanese games, then you may be unfamiliar with this little niche series, but it's amazing. Yakuza is an open-world action-adventure beat-em-up video game franchise created by SEGA. Wow, that was a mouthful. This series primarily centers around Kazuma Kiryu from the Tojo clan. Kazuma normally assists the Tojo clan by going on missions, but as the series progresses, he searches for another way of life. Along the way, Kazuma comes into contact with characters that change his life for the better, or who become eventual foes that he needs to take down. That's pretty much a brief synopsis of the series as a whole. In chronological order, we are at the 6th game in the franchise right now. Naturally, it would not be surprising at all if you were to ask me, hey Jean-Luque, there are so many Yakuza games that came before it, how can I possibly catch up? And I have to say I hear you, because that's exactly what I thought when I first started too. That isn't the case here. Every Yakuza game is so accessible, so much that you can jump right in and have a good time despite being introduced to characters late. I started outplaying my first Yakuza game with Yakuza 0, and then Yakuza Kiwami for the PS4. The rest I just read online for the sake of knowing everything. Don't worry though, Yakuza 6 does not require you to know what happened in previous games to have an enjoyable experience. You'll be able to step into the shoes of Kazuma Kiryu from a third-person perspective. It is similar to other Yakuza titles that came before, but with some noticeable differences. Yakuza 6 was built up from the ground up for PlayStation 4, so you'll be able to immerse yourself in the exploration of Kamurocho and Hiroshima, while having that insane blend of arcade-style over-the-top combat. The action is absolutely one of the areas where Yakuza 6 and prior installments shine brightest. You can choose from multiple fighting styles that suit how you deal with an enemy or how you preferably like to fight. Typically, your fighting style choices primarily range from Brawler, which is Kiryu's normal Street Fighter style he uses to pummel and counter enemies, Rush style, which is his fast-paced boxing style that allows you to weave and sway and catch enemies off guard, and Beast, which allows you to use surrounding objects against opponents to throttle them. Kazuma Kiryu's last style rests within his legendary title, the Dragon of Dojima. Although in Yakuza 6 all of the styles are combined into one unified moveset. To pull off insane moves, you use what we call heat, from the heat meter bar below your health. Building up your heat meter is what allows you to pull off these crazy techniques. In Yakuza 6, you're able to go in a mode called Extreme Heat, where you can wreak havoc on anyone who gets in your way. The story is literally the best part about the Yakuza games, and it is no different here. Kiryu was injured in the previous game and hospitalized as a result. Then he was arrested by the police for his past crimes. After spending 3 years in prison, he discovers that his adopted daughter, Haruka, has gone missing. Kiryu returns to Kamurocho only to find that she has been left in a coma after a hit-and-run incident. Not only that, she has a newborn son named Haruto. Obviously, that has a lot has changed. Kiryu decides to travel with the baby Haruto over the course of the game in order to find out what exactly happened to Haruka during his 3-year absence. I must say though, whoever this guy is, he may be able to evade child support, but he ain't getting away from the Dragon of Dojima. You'll encounter various characters along the way, some of which you may even recognize, like this character Shunaguri, who is voiced by the actor who played in the movie Crow 01 and 2, or Takeshi Kitano from the classic movie Battle Royale. SEGA really brings Japan's top actors to play these characters, so this is definitely a series you don't want to sleep on. However, even these characters need to think twice of making an enemy out of Kiryu. When it comes to those he cares about, Kiryu does not play around.
提六来了，快阻止他！老大现在在店里，别让日本黑帮进去！你来我就杀了你！
邪魔人！
You can make your own clan to run the streets. The mini games are another area of enjoyment that you'll have with Yakuza. And in all seriousness, these are the best mini games that I've personally played in any video game, period. There's just so much to do, from karaoke, fishing, sports, card games, chatting up ladies, making sure the baby is happy, the list goes on. You'll also have your fair share of side quests, but they aren't boring at all. Some of them are actually their very own side stories that sometimes include mini boss fights. If you ask me, you cannot put lack of content and Yakuza in the same sentence. Yakuza 6 takes what other games did one step further and has some interesting moments that you won't forget anytime soon. The final verdict for Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, is a 9 out of 10. I was literally blown away by how good this game is, and I cannot wait to pick up the next Yakuza installment in Yakuza Kiwami 2 when it gets released this August. If you're thinking about getting into the Yakuza games, here's a breakdown in chronological order of the story. Yakuza 0 for PS4, Yakuza Kiwami for PS4, Yakuza Kiwami 2, Yakuza 3 for PS3, Yakuza 4 for PS3, Yakuza 5 for PS3, and lastly, Yakuza 6 for PS4. And as always, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, subscribe to the Laurel TV YouTube channel to check out more of our cool content and give this video a thumbs up as well. I'll see you all on the next episode of Versus Gaming.
Bye. We own the cops.
Break that something, Fritz.